When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is. But the rest of your body? Oh, yes. It's gonna relish every moment of it. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Get all the chill you need for just $1.69. From any size frozen drink, like a frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, to a new ice-cold lemonade. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This is Dream Power Radio, the place where your dreams turn into reality. Here is your host, Debbie Spector-Weissman.
Hello, 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 and welcome to Dream Power Radio on the Amazing Women and Men of Power Network, the world's leading positive programming network powered by Raven International. I'm your host, Debbie Spector-Weissman. This is a show where we talk about dreams, both daytime and nighttime dreams, and how you can use them to make the internal shift to a life you love. And I'm also here to help you understand your dreams. So if you have a dream that's got you stumped, send it to me at debbie@dreampowerradio.com. I'll answer your questions on the air and maybe feature you on a future program. As for today's program, well, I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for today's special guest, one of the nation's foremost dream experts, Kelly Sullivan Walden. Kelly's mission is to awaken the world to the power of dreams. And as the founder of Dream Life Coach Training, she was my first teacher and mentor, and she sure showed me why dreams are important. I could spend the whole show talking about her credentials, but let me give you some of the highlights. Also known as Dr. Dream, Kelly has been an advisor and coach to everyone from celebrities to inner city kids. She's the author of 10 books, including the bestsellers Chicken Soup for the Soul, Dreams, and the Unexplainable, Chicken Soup for the Soul, Dreams, and Premonitions, which I'm in, by the way, It's All in Your Dreams, and the dream dictionaries I Had the Strangest Dream, and the Love, Sex, and Relationship Dream Dictionary. She has a column in First for Women magazine, her own radio show, and has been featured on countless TV shows. So, Kelly Sullivan Walden, welcome to Dream Power Radio.
Oh, my Lord, Debbie Spector-Weissman. It is such an honor and a gift and a blessing and a dream come true to get to be with you. And I'm just so excited for you and how your career is taking off and how you've become such a gem in the world of dreams. And I'm just so delighted. I'm so proud of you and so happy to get to join with you in this little dream playground sandbox that you created. Thank you for inviting me.
That it is indeed. And thank you so much for the compliments. Like I said, you are the one, as I say in your mission is to awaken the world to the power of dreams, and you certainly did that for me. So give me your take. So answer this question, if you would. Why are dreams so important?
Oh, that's a great question, Debbie Spector-Weissman. I think my response at this moment, because I could answer it in so many different ways on so many different days. At this moment, to me, dreams really are the way our soul speaks to us. I believe it's the part of us that is wiser than our ordinary selves that we think is so darn smart. It's the part of us that sees the full 360, whereas our ordinary perception might just see one tiny little corner of our reality. But I think what our dreams, they're the way our soul speaks to us. And if we pay attention to dreams, we are paying attention by definition to our souls. And when we pay attention to our soul, there's an aliveness that happens in our lives. There's a sparkle in our eye. There's a sense of synchronicity in our life. And life becomes, even if there's the same challenges and there's the same fluctuations in the economy and the same president that's in the Oval Office, when we are in touch with our soul, it's like we suddenly have an ability to be with those things, and they're not such a big deal. We feel like we have more control over the situation. We have more mojo, we have more bandwidth, we have more vision, we're okay. We're not victims in the same way that we would otherwise be if we weren't paying attention to dreams and paying attention to our soul. So I think that's my response in this moment.
Why do you think so many people don't pay attention to their dreams?
Oh, another good question. I think that it's not easy to pay attention to dreams because I like to say they're slippery little buggers. We all have them. We all dream 3 to 9 big dreams every night, but they're not easy to grab a hold of when we wake up in the morning. If we don't go out of our way to pay attention to them, most of the time they will slip away. So I think that's probably one of the main reasons, because it's not easy. We tend to like to do things that come to us and that are easy or that we're habituated to. Once you become habituated to going out of your way to pay attention to dreams, then it becomes difficult not to. Then it's like leaving the house without brushing your teeth. It's like, oh my God, something's missing, something's wrong. Once we make it a habit, then it's easy. And also the other reason that most people don't pay attention to dreams is because they don't know what to make of them once they do, because they are bizarre. Our ordinary mind, when we're awake, looks at a dream and it looks like mumbo jumbo. So why would we, these intelligent people that we are, why would we go out of our way to pay attention to something that looks like just something completely idiotic? If we knew, though, that for sure there is a baby in that bathwater, there is gold in that jigsaw puzzle, or in that what is that, Cracker Jack? There's a prize in there somewhere, but you have to get through the stuff that looks like nothing in order to get to the something. I think if people absolutely knew that for a fact, that there was going to be some little bit of gold in every dream that they remember when they wake up in the morning, they would write it down, they would honor it, they would pay attention to it, they would do something with it. So those are some of the reasons. And then there's some other sleep issue reasons that we could say that a lot of people in our culture are REM deprived. And that's why people are saying they don't get enough sleep, or they're feeling so groggy in the morning. Our REM dreams are when we have our most vivid dreams, and those are the most easily to remember dreams. And a lot of people are not getting enough REM because of different lifestyle choices. So if we had more REM dreams, they'd be a little bit easier to catch. And that's correctable. There's stuff that we can do to fix that.
What can people who are REM deprived do?
Well, there's one thing that I've been experimenting with. So you're catching me right at the vanguard of a new experiment. So we can't say that I'm recommending this completely yet, but it seems to be working. I met somebody the other day at a post-Halloween, not Halloween, it was a Friendsgiving, which is, when people get together after Thanksgiving to eat the leftovers. Anyway, she said that she's a Chinese medicine. She's got her background's in Chinese medicine, holistic health, and she's dedicated her adult life to studying using her own body as a laboratory with the question, how do I get the optimum sleep and how do I get optimum dreaming? And so she said that her big breakthrough is taurine. And I'm like, what? Taurine? What is that? Isn't that the thing that's in Red Bull? Yes, it is. It's a vitamin that does happen to show up in Red Bull. But you take it 4 times a day. It's a vitamin. And it does tend to make your dreams a little bit more vivid. And I've been getting a really good night's sleep for the last week since I've been trying it. So you could try that. You could also try some vitamin B6, which stimulates the visual cortex. It seems like taurine, Taurine, also does that. But, I'm not giving my complete seal of approval on that yet. The jury's still out. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. So those are some things. There's a whole list. We could dedicate an entire show to the things you can do to improve dream recall and to intensify your ability to have more REM, that actually would be a worthy show. But for now, it's mostly about just getting a good night's sleep. Don't drink or get high before you go to sleep. Those things interfere with dreaming. As much as I love a good glass of wine, I'm not drinking as often because I value my dreams more than I enjoy a little buzz that I get from a glass of wine. So that's another couple of things.
Yes, very important things to be aware of for sure. So what did you dream about last night?
Oh my God. Oh, last night. Okay, I'm going to have to refer to my little app. Let me see. I did have a very interesting one that I haven't decoded yet. Debbie Spector Weissman putting me on the spot. Let me see. Oh my God. Dana will kill me if I tell you this one. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Wait. I don't want to put you on the spot. You can tell me what you dreamed the night before. If that helps.
No, I'll tell you this one because I think it's funny. All right, I'm just going to read it. I'm going to read what I wrote in my little dream app that I use. There was a parade, and Dana and I were going to be in the parade. And Dana really wanted to drive a car that was made of cheese. He so wanted to drive the cheese car. And somebody was saying, well, since you're new in this parade, you have to have, if you're going to have the cheese car, it has to be a bad cheese, like an ordinary cheddar. It can't be like a fancy, sexy cheese. And Dana was like, nah, I'm going to figure out how to have like a really good Vermont smoked cheddar cheese car. So that was, and then there was some Rolls Royce that drove by with all these autumn leaf colored balloons all over it for this fancy parade.
So dream expert, how would you and just explain that dream?
Oh God, I knew you were going to ask that. It's so much easier to work on other people's, but I do. Oh God, I haven't worked on this one yet, so I'll do this one live with you. So the simple thing is, what's the title? I gave it a title, Cheesemobile. What's the subtitle? The subtitle would be wanting to be a bigger cheese than we are. Ba-dum-bum. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a insight. And then the emotion of the dream. This one wasn't emotional. It was kind of funny and fun. And it felt like we were doing something we weren't supposed to be doing. So there was a little bit of, it felt like because of the presence of the Rolls Royce, that there was a bit of like trying to fit in to like high society where we really don't belong. So that felt kind of like the feeling tone. And so I could ask myself, if we were going to do my saddle formula, I'd say, my associations with the Rolls Royce are high society. Cheese, Dana loves cheese, and he loves, we call it sexy cheese, like the fancy cheese. and that also, I have kind of a funny saying that it ain't easy being cheesy. Like just being a dork and being kind of, I don't know, silly. And cheese, let's see what else. It's also aged. It's also, I think it feels like it's something that I associate more with Dana. But if something's cheesy, I think of it as like, ew. And I think I'm always battling in my world, and here's where it gets really personal. This is more of the emotional. So the saddle formula is SADDLE for those who don't know this formula. S stands for symbols, A is for association, DD is for dream dictionary, L is for life, and E is for emotion. So in my life, I'm about to promote my new Hero's Journey Dream Oracle, which I know we'll talk about in a little bit. And there's always something about having to promote things that feels like, here we have to go, like trying to put on the dog, trying to make something be spectacular. And I know that I have my own little struggle with my own insecurities about, is it good enough? Am I a poser? What do you call that? The imposter syndrome, putting something out there. Is it really good? Am I worthy? So I think those are some of the issues that are going on in my life. And when you're promoting something, there's this sense of the typical promotional model is that it's the best thing in the world. And really, it might not be the best thing in the world. It's the best I've got at this moment, but it may not be the best thing in the world for you. So I think my takeaway from all of this, because I always say, if you can put it on a bumper sticker, what's your message? It's to be light and have a sense of humor about the ego world of having to promote something and having to go on parade and having to showcase something. And I don't have to be cheesy about it. I don't have to promote in a cheesy way that is out of my league. I can just be myself and have a sense of humor about it. I think that's my takeaway. So how will I bring that into action? How will I activate this dream? I think I'm kind of doing it right now with you. I have a meeting with Rasuli, the artist, for this deck later today, and we're going to teach a masterclass on this. And this dream will just remind me to keep a sense of humor and to keep it light and to not try to be a fancy Rolls Royce of sexy cheese about the whole thing. Does that make any sense? You asked, Debbie.
It does. And if
what do you get from it?
Well,
I want to hear your take.
I just wanted to say that I just think of you as being more of the big cheese than being.
Aww.
So
being the low class cheese.
Yeah.
With the little cheese.
Yeah. So with that, we're going to take a little short break here. You're listening to Dream Power Radio with my special guest, Kelly Sullivan Walden. We'll be right back. What could be more dreamy than a cruise to the mysterious and exotic Cuba? Join me in June for a luxurious 8-night trip on Royal Caribbean's Empress of the Seas. We'll taste the cuisine in Havana, dance to the music in the enchanting cities of Cienfuegos and Santiago de Cuba, and much more. For more information and to sign up for this unforgettable trip, email me at debbie@dreampowerradio.com.
Welcome back to Dream Power Radio with your host, Debbie Spector-Weissman.
Yes, welcome back to Dream Power Radio. I'm Debbie Spector-Weissman, and we're talking with Dr. Dream, Kelly Sullivan Walden, one of the busiest people I know. Kelly, I don't know where you find the time, but you've got a new product coming out called the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle Cards. I can't wait to see what these are all about. Can you give us a little preview of what you've got there?
Yes, I'm so excited. I've been working on these in my mind. I've been working on these for years, but in real time for over the last year with fusion artist Rasuli, who's my favorite artist on the planet. So these cards blend two of my favorite things with my favorite artist, the Hero's Journey, the one that Joseph Campbell has put on the map, and Dreams. So it weaves them together. And for those who are unfamiliar with the Hero's Journey, it basically, in a nutshell, in 12 concise stages, tells you what the recipe is for a transformational experience. So it gives you like a roadmap for how to move through your life from ordinary and then going underneath, upside down, through the belly of the whale, all the way up to the point where you have the elixir, the wisdom, and how to integrate that. And it's, to me, I find the 12 stages of the hero's journey such a powerful and profound template for my own transformation. When I find myself going through a difficult time, I refer to the hero's journey to help to give me guidance. When I was in my early 20s, going through my very first dark night of the soul, I've had a few in my life, and every one of those dark nights of the soul end up yielding to the wisdom that I wouldn't trade for anything. But this was the first time, and I was seeing a therapist, and I was a mess. I was in tears. It was really hard to function in my life. And she used to tell me, just say this to yourself every day. You're a hero on a hero's journey. She would make me say it, and I would just say, I'm a hero on a hero's journey. And I didn't mean it, but after a while, there's that fake it till you make it. And there was something about that context, that I'm a hero on a hero's journey, that gave me a frame that I could hold on to, that I could see what I was going through a lens that actually empowered me. So to be able to blend the hero's journey with dreams has been kind of a magical puzzle that I've put together, because I realized that every stage of the hero's journey has corresponding dreams and dream symbols that are telltale signs. So you can kind of know what stage you're on based on the dreams you're having, and your dreams are helping to move you through to the next stage.
I know you partnered with Rasuli, who is an amazing artist, a couple of years ago, and you came out with Dream Oracle cards. So how are these cards different from the Dream Oracle cards you did?
Yep. So what they have in common with the Dream Oracle cards is that they have Rasuli's artwork all over them, different art. So it's a totally different, there's no repeats. And what these have in common is that we explore a dream symbol on each card is connected to a dream symbol. But what this has in addition to that is that it also explores it explores a stage of the hero's journey. So we've got 52 cards in this deck, and I've divided the hero's journey. So there's like 4 or 5 cards that resonate with each stage of the hero's journey. So I've picked one, if you want to see, and I can give you, by picking one that will be like the oracle card for the day for you and your listeners, I can give you kind of an example of how it ties into dreams and the hero's journey. Want to try it?
That would be great. That was going to be my next question. Can we actually pick a card and
yes,
talk about it?
So over the break, I just shuffled the deck and picked a card. And the one that I picked is card 18. It's called Knights of the Round Table. The keynote is "Let Their Love Lift You Higher." And there's an inspirational quote for each one. This one is from Denzel Washington. It says, "Show me a successful individual, and I'll show you someone who didn't want for positive influences in his or her life. I don't care who you are or what you do for a living. If you do it well, I am betting there was someone cheering you on and showing you the way." There's a message for this card, and it's: envision the people you most admire, now and throughout history, seated at a round table, with you and your life as their sole focus. Allow your personal Knights of the Round Table to offer guidance on your current circumstance, goals, and aspirations. Lean on their strength. Know it's a sign of courage, not weakness, to be buoyed by visible and invisible ones who love you. Feel the unique way that they infuse you with a direct transmission of wisdom from on high. Marinate in their individual and collective brilliance. Allow yourself to feel, sense, and see genius gently, powerfully wrapping itself around you, lifting you higher than you ever could do on your own. So the dream symbol that we explore in this card is guide. Dreams of a guide, life coach like Debbie is a dream coach, guru or leader of any kind in a dream, signify that you are connecting with the way shower within you. Everyone in your dream is you. So dreaming of a guide brings a direct infusion of insight, clarity, and wisdom that is more powerful than any external source could ever provide. Honor this dream by taking concrete action in the waking world. Your dream guide comes to inspire and assist you on your hero's journey. Your mantra for the day is, with my personal Knights by my side, I am protected, loved, lifted, and carried. So there you go. So this card resonates with stage 4 of the hero's journey, which is meeting the mentor. So I have a few that relate to meeting a mentor, meeting your inner mentor, thinking about the people that are wise on the other side that can help you. That's one important stage of the hero's journey, is to know that you're not doing this alone and that you connect with a guru of some kind that may be external or internal to you. And then there's another stage that's similar to this, which is which is the allies. And there's some cards that are written about that, but these are about the ones that you would put in some way above you because you see them as all wise and all powerful. So you can resonate with them and know that they are within you and giving you that extra push to be able to keep going.
If it's not the first stage, does it matter that it's not the first stage when you pick a card out?
Oh, no, because the hero's journey is, we look at it as if it were a linear situation. And I can talk quickly through the 12 stages if you like, and we can do that in a second. But because we're holographic beings, we're never exactly doing things in a cookie cutter step-by-step way. So even if you're young and brand new on your spiritual path, there's some part of you that is so wise that is already connected by a vision anyway with the end stage. And even if you're somebody who is wizened and who has been there, done that, and knows everything, there's some part of you that is like a child, hopefully, that is always starting every day anew, or that's going through something. So every card that you pick up, it doesn't matter what the order is, because it's all happening from Einstein's perspective and even Bashar's perspective. Everything is simultaneous, multiple simultaneous experiences. So this just kind of picks the card that you pick. If you were to pick one card a day, for example, then you could say that that's your subconscious mind choosing the message that would be most helpful to integrate you and ground you on your path that day. But it can be out of order. One day you can pick a card that relates to the last stage of the journey, and on the next day you can pick a card that's right in the middle, and the next day one that starts at the beginning. So this is not a program per se, although Rasuli and I are creating a program that is step by step. But the way you can work with these cards is completely out of order. And think of yourself just as a hologram, and you're choosing one part of the hologram that you are.
So it's just
Does that help?
Yeah, it's just a very non-linear way of, because each day is different. So each day you may need something different to
exactly
carry you through the day. And that makes
exactly.
That makes an awful
Think
lot.
Think of yourself like a 12-layer tiramisu cake. And is the tiramisu the top layer, the medium layer, or the bottom layer? What is it? It's all of it. So you're delicious and you're all of those layers. And these cards just kind of help to tease out one particular part of one of those many layers that you are.
Lovely. Okay, I can't believe the time is flying here. So how can our listeners get the cards?
They are available starting on December 8th on Amazon.com. They're available at Llewellyn and Blue Angel, but probably most people, if they're listening in the United States, they'll want to order it on Amazon or order it on Llewellyn, and hopefully they will be in bookstores as well. So go to your mom and pop bookstore, go to your local bookstore and order it there. That would be my dream come true, if you could get them in the bookstores, because we still want to support those local bookstores. But if you're somebody who also likes convenience, then God, get them on Amazon. I'm going to be doing a special promotion. I don't know when your listeners will hear this. Will it be before the 12th of December?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay, so mark your calendars for the 12th, because I'm going to give away, for those who purchase the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle cards on the 12th of December. If you go to my website, there will be information about it. My website is kellysullivanwalden.com, or ihadthestrangestdream.com. But if you buy the cards on that day, you'll also receive the masterclass that Rasuli and I are teaching about the 12 stages of the hero's journey and how to work with it to have a more creative and more juicy, soulful, dreamy life. I just want to say one last thing. Debbie, you are amazing. You're doing such incredible work, and I could not be prouder of you. And I kind of feel like my work is done. Like they say, if you inspire one person, hopefully I've inspired more than one person. But if I've inspired you, and I know you're going forward and inspiring many people, I feel like, I can just play. So proud of you. Thank you so much for having me on your awesome Dream Power show. Thank you, Debbie.
You're quite welcome. And as I like to say, you are awakening the world to the power of dreams. I like to say that I'm one of your ambassadors, carrying.
Thank you. We need them. We need them. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you. Okay, well, we've been speaking with nationally renowned dream expert Kelly Sullivan Walden. I'm Debbie Spector Weissman, and I hope you tune in next time. Until then, sweet dreams, everybody.
You've been listening to Dream Power Radio with your host, Debbie Spector Weissman. For more information on Debbie or to sign up for her newsletter, go to dreampowerradio.com. This has been Dream Power Radio on the amazing Women and Men of Power Network, the world's leading positive programming network, powered by Raven International.